Hello, Sagittarius. I like almost forgot what sign we were doing. As per usual, it just like poof, just goes right out the door. I don't know if this means something. My sternum is like hurting. I don't know why all of a sudden. Maybe you got some poop backed up? Your intestines are up there, surprisingly. I have Crohn's disease, so it's most likely that for me. Some type of flare up in my intestine, most likely. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius. Then we're going to do a bonus reading afterwards. A little Bona reading. And then I'm going to watch Home Alone 2. And The Perfect Storm. Two totally different movies. Oh, okay, let's see. What's this? Woods. Somebody could be confused, lost, corrupted, stalked, provoked. Not what I was expecting. But I kind of thought that. Because it seems like, look at, we got warrior. Okay. With experience. Okay. And then we got love. Bride of Frankenstein. So I'm thinking, what else we got? Okay. So what I'm thinking is maybe somebody. Whew, now I can't breathe. Somebody is like anxious about somebody or has a lot of anxiety about somebody. It's like somebody might have escaped something that now they want back. Which is funny, actually. It could be as easy as, I actually just bought tarot cards last night online that I lost like probably 4 or 5 years ago to like a horrific event. And I completely forgot about them. And so all of a sudden they just popped up on some reading on YouTube. And I was like, oh, I recognized the card. It was one card and I recognized it. And I was like, oh my God, that's the deck I lost. And when I went to go buy it yesterday, it was like $20. Because it's the end of the year. So Amazon wants to get rid of majority of the crap that they have in their warehouses. So they're doing all these sales. So if you go on right now and get things that like you've wanted for a while, you're going to get some crazy fucking sales. There are a lot of sales out there. So maybe this is as simple as that. You know, like maybe you lost something. Okay. You worked hard for it and then you kind of had to like, I don't know, man, leave it behind or disappear from it or something like that. And now it's kind of coming back around, you know, like you're getting out of the woods now. You're getting out of the confusion maybe. And now somebody's like, it's like they want to be a warrior or something. They want to stand up for something and they want to have more than just an experience, you know, like they want more than what meets the eye. There's that hunger card again, but in reverse. With curse in reverse. The thing is that I feel like maybe somebody had like a bad crush on you. Like to the point where maybe they wanted to hurt you or they thought that by liking you it was going to curse them. Right? If they fiend for you. Because like I feel like somebody was like hungry for something. They wanted something. And then they couldn't get it. And then they were confused as to why something was there and then it wasn't there. And then they were like, okay, like, is this supposed to happen? Like, am I cursed? Like, this person not like me at all? Confusion hits. And now they're like, now they want to bring something like back to life or something. Yeah, like somebody's gonna get into their emotions. And I think they're gonna go deep. That's what she said. With some heavy shit that they've got to say. Possibly. Give me this flight. Okay, I feel like that's a little too many cards just to describe one card. You gave me that many cards. It's like 100 here. Whoa. Okay, so to describe this one card, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got, okay. So I think somebody like left you behind, or they went and started something new. They cultivated something else, okay? Because they were a little bit confused about the situation, and I think they didn't really know what to do. So they go on, I don't know if this was your friend or if you guys were friends. And somebody just, like, I don't know how to say that. Like, somebody just came clean about something, or like they were sharp about something. And somebody, it looks like there's an energy that couldn't leave a situation. They kept trying to leave a situation and they couldn't, like, but now they're fighting for something. Okay, so like maybe, so the way that I see this is, I think somebody around you that you knew in the past, that you were friends with, they might have just ditched you or something. They might have stopped talking to you or something. And it's because you were in kind of like an awkward situation and that you couldn't get out of, and they were in an even worse situation. Okay, 4 of Cups in reverse. So they were in even a worse situation than you. Okay, and that has ended. So, and then there's this brand new like Ace of Pentacles just coming right out in the middle. So I don't know what happened or what sprung out, but it's almost like somebody had to get a seed off the ground. And it's maybe like you couldn't be a part of it. They had to do this on their own, right? This friend had to do this on their own. So they, maybe somebody was broke or something, and they were trying to break free, and they had to kind of fight for themselves, and maybe they didn't really want you to be a part of it, so they just left. Okay, and now Warrior. What's Warrior about? Yeah, see? Okay, so whoa, okay. Okay, so we got the Magician. Look how many majors just came out. We got the Magician, the Hermit, the Star, and the High Priestess. With the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So the way that I see that is there's some magical connection, okay, that's coming into your life, and I think that it was hiding from you for a while, because again, this person had to leave, right? They had to go and conquer something else, right? And maybe you thought they would never leave because they were your friends, so you're like, well, why did you just go? I don't understand it. But sometimes, people, they have to make moves on their own. They can't lean on other people, because then maybe it might have made this person feel weak or something if they leaned on you, because it was too much. I think I can, right? It was too much. They didn't know if they were going to drown in something, if they couldn't get out of it, and if they were going to go broke. So they had a lot of thinking to do. And that's why I think they pieced out. Okay, so now we're getting this like star energy with the high priestess. Like somebody is quite aware of the connection that involves you, and like how much magic there is involved with it, which is, I think, why now they're going to step forward. Whew. What is this experience? Yeah, they had to experience something, okay? Without you. Oh God, there's the Tower. See, like somebody had to go through something, okay? We've got multiple signs here. So there's the Hierophant right there. So there's a Taurus, possibly. 9 of Wands. There's the Sun with the 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so, ooh, there's the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Cups in reverse. There's the Lovers. There's Gemini. Oh my good gosh. Everybody's showing up. There's the Chariot. There's Cancer. So I wouldn't be surprised if this resonates with quite a few people. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. There you fucking are right there. So, okay, so this Tower, this experience, they had to experience something, okay? And I think that they had a lot of heartache, possibly to do with some type of previous connection, okay? Yeah, there's the 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups in reverse and 6 of Cups in reverse. So they could have had like a long time relationship go in the crapper, and they didn't really know how they were. My heater just went on randomly. So their heater is going to go on all of a sudden with you. They obviously had to balance a lot of things out, which is why the Sun's here. There's a lot of heat here. And I think they thought that they were going to be cursed because of how much they crave you. And they crave you because you're a lot like them, okay? I don't know if they're magical, okay? But there's a magician here, okay? So there is somebody who can create magic. And there's going to be a lot of magic in this relationship because of the connection. And there's a high priestess here too. So there's a magician and a high priestess. So there are two people that can do a lot of magic, okay? And then they come off as lovers. The lovers show up just like that, right? So there's definitely, but it's is it the Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords in reverse. You know, I think somebody could possibly, I got a gas bubble, like stuck all of a sudden. I don't even know where the fuck it came from, but I feel like maybe somebody's like stuck on their words or something. And it's about to come out. Like, then I felt like all of a sudden I was going to vomit. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be a lot of energy that comes out of this person. All of a sudden, okay. Because they have their eye on this. Okay, they just have to find the strength to move forward. Okay, like there's an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. So clearly this person has started something, they've started some type of seed, and now it's like they need the courage. They need the power. So they're trying to find, I guess, the power or the nerves to bring what they have to say forward, which is why Cancer's here. They want to bring something forward. They know it has to come forward. I think you know it has to come forward, but I also don't think you're anticipating this, because I do think you feel lost. I don't think you know, okay? Oh gosh, there's the Wheel. Like, I don't think you knew that there's Justice. Ace of Swords in reverse. So Libra just showed up. There's the Emperor. So Aries just showed up. This person, like, you thought something was going to be successful, and it ended up going nowhere, and it ended up turning on you. And I don't think you thought it was going to turn on you the way that it did. And it's because I think somebody lied to themselves. I don't think it had anything to you. I think somebody was really upside down. And I just heard jaded. Things were moving really, really slow. I think somebody stole something from them. There's the devil, there's Capricorn. And I think they were worried that they were going to lose everything. And they have, I don't know, man, I think this person's working really hard. And they're, really being kept up at night by things that are kind of haunting them. So I think this person needed some time so then they could balance that out, which is why Sagittarius is there. That's why Temperance is there. That's why this reading is coming out, because somebody has leveled themselves out. They've leveled their emotions out and they've grounded themselves, right? And this tower came down. So I don't know if maybe a contract ended, right? Or a contract is about to end, something like that. But somebody feels better about something that the Hierophant created. Like maybe this person had to talk to a lawyer. They needed to know, like maybe this person felt like they were going to get in trouble, or they were like, I just heard tax evasion. Maybe they thought that they were going to get dinged with something. And they needed a lot of information. I feel like this person needed somebody really wise to talk to them. And they didn't want to do that to you. Like, why would they want to risk already such a fragile relationship and then put even more on it, like give them all the advice in the world? So they needed some type of confidant that they found, right? And so they didn't have to narrow it down onto you. I think that's what I'm getting. So that's why it can move forward, because now this person has realized that that they have the power, they have a lot of power, okay? And now they know what they're fighting for. It's like the game plan is done. And now like their everything is now kind of like put in order. So they've got some type of like plan now, which is why it's like the smoke has cleared, so there's a lot of clarity now. So whatever this person had to experience, or whatever it is that they're going to experience now in the future because of this, I think they're going to feel like it's okay to kind of be, oh my God, look, I just cut the deck to the Ace of Cups. So 3 aces just showed up. I think someone's going to realize that it's okay to be happy. There's the Fool right there. Okay, so I do feel like a new start with somebody who I think maybe needed to learn how to get their money in order, maybe how to budget, how to spend, they were hanging in some energy that they couldn't leave. They couldn't get out of. So they didn't know how their finances were going to go. They didn't know if they were going to lose everything and end up at some shelter. Right? Like, I think they didn't know everything that was going to go down. And again, like, I mean, I can't say that it's not good for them for not involving you, because it kind of is. Even though you feel like you might end up getting mad at this person and being like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you didn't call me, you didn't anything. Like, that's what happened. You might find out a really messed up story about somebody that like went homeless or almost went homeless or something because of something they were going through, and they really didn't think they were going to make it. So they didn't want to just involve you, so that it didn't look like they were just using you, I guess. Weird kind of message, but I mean, I get it. I understand it completely. So Sag and everybody else that's going to watch this, because it's not just Sagittarius. Like I always say, take what resonates. That is a humdinger of a reading. Okay, like humdinger, like digger, digger. Yeah, it's like somebody had to dig for something. Like they had to dig for the truth, or they had to experience something that you just, look at that. 10 of Swords. I don't know what this person like had to die and come back to life or something, or they thought they were going to die and come back to life, or I don't know. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm so thirsty. Mm-hmm. Bonus reading. Here we go. Bonus reading basically starting exactly at 20 minutes. So I never tag these things. I always have good intentions that I am going to tag. And then I forget and I don't. Because I'm just like, well, they're either going to watch the fucking video or they're not. Plain and simple. If you want to fast forward all the way to the end, that's your prerogative. Okay, here we go. Hey, there's already a card on the table. Whoa. You do not see something coming. You know, I did just see this. Okay, so I see something happening really quickly, okay, because the time is up, okay? The time has come and the energy has to move, okay? So when energy is ready to move, it's ready to fucking move, okay? Get your skis shined up, okay? And grab a stick of that juicy fruit because you are moving, right? A lot of energy coming in with this bad boy, okay? Lightning. Okay, so the way that I see this is, I don't know if this is corresponding with the reading that we just did or not, or if it's going to slightly change. It's probably going to slightly change because it'll resonate in different ways for different people. But what I see is like, I see that you think that somebody doesn't want to date you. Or somebody thinks that they're going to get obsessed with you. And I think what they're going to try and do is turn that obsession into protection. There's the call. So watch out. I think a call is coming in for somebody. And somebody it's like lightning fast. Like it happens really, really quickly. Look at that mirror and clock. Like clock came up twice. Like somebody that you're mirroring somebody right now, okay? And somebody, like, I think that somebody might have thought that you had a lot of options and that you were just going through people like a motherfucker and you're not, right? So I think somebody's going to kind of come in with something to say, okay? It's time. Like they know it's time. They don't really need any more time, okay? Give me this lightning. 10 of Presents. It's like Christmas morning. You know, there's abundance here. A lot of abundance, a lot of energy coming in. And like big energy. Like the tree isn't empty, you know, like there's, oh my God, look at there's Santa. Told ya. The big guy is coming. Ooh, we got the 5 of Potions in reverse. So I feel like somebody has got their, like, they've got their emotions in check. So it kind of does stem from the first reading, but it's going to be different for everybody, like I said. So it's like, I feel like somebody in this reading, okay, I feel like somebody had to get a hold of their demons. Okay, maybe this person drinks and they it's not that they don't want to drink, but they're a little, when they get over out of hand, then something else takes over and they get these friends in their head and they're not good friends. So they have to learn how to stand up for the right thing. Okay. So when they come in with abundance, it's because they're coming in with a lot because they have a lot to give because they've been giving so much away, right? That they've now kind of got their addictions in control. So they know that your shit stinks like everybody else. Like you're not perfect. Like my sister told me the other day that I didn't wake her up, but when she woke up, oh yeah, I knew a card fell. I was snoring. And I was like, you could hear that? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, honestly, I've been so congested and I've been so sick for the last like 3 fucking months that I've been snoring. Like, do you think I'm perfect? Absolutely not. I'm terrified that somebody doesn't even want to sleep in the same bed with me because I snore sometimes. Not even all the time. Just like a little bit of the time. Sometimes when I can't breathe. Because I have a massive heart problem. And I have almost like a total collapsed nasal cavity on this side. I just can't breathe for some reason through my right side. And no, I've never done cocaine, so it's not because of that. And it's not a deviated septum. It's just like, just kind of collapsed. And I can't breathe very well. So I'm kind of like terrified that nobody would even want to sleep beside me. I haven't even had anybody sleep beside me for like years. Okay. So it's like, there are like, you know, there are people out there that definitely are not like perfect, and they're not even thinking that anything is going to happen. Right. So with somebody then feeling like they were going to get obsessed, or like maybe this person is not the healthiest person in relationships. So, and then plus they drink. So it might be even worse. Right? Because then they're like kind of cocky in the way they stand up for things, that like kind of gets them in trouble, maybe. So they have to merge their energy in a certain direction. So then it's used in the right way. And that's the thing, is like, you know, I would get mad at people, or I would freak out on people, but I never hurt anybody. I never did anything, but there would be this energy that I would kind of like attack people with. And it was my own energy that I had to deal with because of something else. Right? So sometimes you have this like pent up energy, and it's because something else totally different is going on, and it just comes out at the wrong time to the wrong person. Right? And it's like, and now, so I think somebody had to get like a hold of the bottle, you know, they had to get a hold of their addictions. So then, you know, so then they were truthful with themselves and honest with themselves. Okay. So then they could be abundant with you. And you know how many people come to my bar with their cash, and they have no record of their transactions, and they spend money every day drinking at a bar? Like, it's like something like that. It's like, maybe this person's kind of on pins and needles a little bit, you know, when it comes to things, and when it comes to relationships, and when it comes to, you know, maybe doing something for somebody all the time. Like, there's the Magician again, yo. This just keeps coming up. Like, somebody has a lot of power, okay? And I think they also have a huge ability to do stuff. Okay, and to give things. And that's why now they're coming up as Santa. And you know, actually, no, you know what I realized? There are actually not only two kings here that showed up, but this Christmas season, for some reason, okay, I just kind of figured this out the other day. I don't even really know why, but my sister and I finally decided that we were going to do Christmas, that we were going to spend some money and blah, 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 and that we really deserved it. We worked hard. And then all these other people started coming to my mind that I work with. And then I gave this guy at the weed shop the other day like $10. I think it was the owner. He's not doing that well with the shop, and he tried to give me all these deals, and I just ended up giving him the full amount anyways, and wishing him a Merry Christmas. And this money has come back to me in tenfold, like almost within days. It's insane. Like, my work has been insane. The amount of money that's coming in has been redonkulous. When you're ready to work for something, when you're ready to put something in your pedal to the metal, anything can work, but you have to be ready for it, and you have to be wanting to do it. Because if you actually don't want to do it, and you force yourself to do something, then you can scar yourself. That's like PTSD shit. You know, like that shit you'll never forget. Like, oh, remember that time I forced myself to do that and it didn't work out? Like, it's like, you know, never stop trying, but if you really don't want to do something, then don't, because you will most likely scar yourself, and then why hurt yourself, right? So I feel like somebody has to give themselves almost this gift. You know, they have to be straight with themselves, and they have to give themselves this gift almost of magic, of giving, the gift of giving, basically, right? I think this person was taking you out of the equation, or taking away something from you, because they didn't know how they were going to act. And so shall it be. I mean, at least this person had enough control to say that they didn't know how they were going to react with it, because they have an addictive personality. Right? So it's like you're dealing with somebody who actually has the maturity to see when they overindulge, and then look at that and be like, okay, am I giving too much? Am I not getting enough? Right? Am I immature with this? Am I letting my demons come in my head again? You know, like, why am I walking on pins and needles when there's no reason to walk on pins and needles, when there's abundance all around and I'm willing to share it, but I just don't know if I'm going to get addicted to giving almost to this person or to you, right? It's like they think that they're going to do more harm than good, I guess. So they're hanging in a little bit of the past. You know, they could have had a relationship in the past where they gave a lot and that person just ate them alive. Like give, you know, and then they hung out in the wrong type of energy. Okay. Definitely something in their past. 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. With this Queen here. Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody that was never, ever worried about anything because this person was there for them. So they definitely have some skeletons in the closet. And some things are going to be coming up, you know, with them. I call them the PMs, the painful memories. They could have some PMs. They could have a little CT. A little chronic trauma. Is it chronic? No. Chronic trauma? No. Critical trauma? Critical trauma? Complex trauma. The CTs. So they might have a little bit of both, you know, like they might have a little bit of stuff that they've been dealing with for a while. And now they are kind of like figuring out if they can. This person is very honest. Like they do figure out ways to do things. So that's why if they have a problem, they're going to try to just solve it on their own because they know almost they're if anything, they know their habits better than anybody. So this person is dealing with themselves the proper way. So before they come in with all this abundance, right, they had to get rid of this lying feminine energy, okay, who took more than they gave. And I think that was more emotional than anything, right? They took a lot of emotions but they made money though. That's the thing. So they took a lot of emotions, but they made a lot of money. So that was okay, right? Not everybody needs love all the time. You know, like some people can just be kind of like in loveless marriages or like loveless relationships because that's not what they need at the time. They need something else, right? And they obviously needed this lying ass fucking feminine energy, right? To teach them some lessons, you know, like they didn't need to be in an abundant situation, necessarily abundant meaning emotionally abundant. They needed to do some critical thinking. They needed to figure out some things that they were hanging out in. So then they can nip it in the butt, right? So they realize where they can help. So then they stop kind of living in pins and needles energy where they feel like they can't say anything, or they feel like what they do say, you know, is going to make them fall off or lose their balance in some way. This person is really scared they're going to lose their balance, right? So that's why they're just going to deal with what they have to deal with on their own, and then they'll come back when they're done. Basically, that's it. Thanks for watching, Sagittarius. I hope it resonates. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, obviously. Thank you guys so much for everything. This has been a great journey. Thanks for all the comments, the subscribes, and the likes. Definitely probably going to be putting up some readings tomorrow, obviously. Just because it's Christmas doesn't mean I stop working for the most part. So yeah, anyways, thanks for the readings. These were, you know, super, super, kind of like in depth today, really getting into people's hearts. You know, tis the season to open up those heartstrings and let some people in, you know? So I'm glad that some really, really positive energy came in, and like people who you're dealing with, you know, not everybody's perfect, and maybe they're realizing that about you too, you know, like you're not perfect either. And where they think that they're going to get addicted, really, they're just going to love, because now they've realized how to love. Love is not painful. Anyways, so yeah, have a good one. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the subscribes and the memberships, and $4.99 memberships a month. Do it, subscribe, and get some. more personalized readings. That's for sure. Definitely going to get into a lot of characteristics with those readings with my one deck that I have. So look forward to that, and look forward to, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night and morning, and yeah, peace out. Word to your mothers.